Hi, it's Robin from Red Fez here. Today we have a product review. We're looking at the Thermaltake Versa H17. This is a case that we've used in a number of builds, so this review is going to tell you why we love it so. Now, a couple of things you need to know about this case before buying it. Firstly, it's a MicroATX case, so this will not take a full ATX board or an extended ATX board. Also, it will not take an optical drive, and I will show you why if we take off the side panel here. And I do like these side panels. As you can see, they go all the way to the top. It's not very functional, that. It just looks good. So we shall take that off. And by the way, that is a really thick, it's quite a heavy side panel, so the quality of the steel is really good. So if you look in here, you can see that there is no place to put a optical drive. There's no hole in the front case at all. All we do have is space for fans or a radiator. Okay, so this case really is all about the cooling. I do like the fact that here we have an enclosed area for the power supply and a couple of holes here for cable management, and I love this embossing on here, just adds a little bit of quality to it. Plenty of places for mounting drives. Here you can mount under here a standard hard disk drive, and we've got a couple of SSD mounts on here as well. We've got a rubber grommet and a rubber grommet here, but the bag of bits, which is just down here, has the rubber grommets for the other holes as well. This comes with a lot of screws, so all the fixtures and fittings that you need come with it. We have an included 120mm fan. Now, although it's only 3-pin, it's actually a very quiet fan. So the builds we've put this in, it's not very loud at all. We have on the top space for another fan and a magnetic fan filter, which is really nice. Obviously, the bottom mounted power supply, and if you're going to put a hard disk drive in here, you've still got space for quite a large power supply unit and space for all the excess cables to go. So if you're not using a modular power supply, and even some semi-modular power supplies, then you've got somewhere to put your cables, which is really, really good. And there is still plenty of space. I can easily get my fingers behind there for cable management as well. So you really do have lots of space in this case. Now, obviously, you can get quite a large graphics card in there as well, because you don't have any drive bays in the way. There's also plenty of space at the top here. So here's about where the top of the motherboard's going to go. You've got a hole in the back there for your ATX cable. That's quite important, because I have had some cases in this price range from big manufacturers, Cooler Master, mentioning no names, where there has been no space at the top at all, and you cannot get the ATX cable over the top. And so we've had builds where the cables had to go across the motherboard like that. It looks horrible. No such problems with this case. There is plenty of space. On the top, a nice size on-off button which lights up, and we've also got a reset switch as well here. Okay, and a hard drive activity light. We've got the microphone and headphone ports. I don't know if everybody really does use those these days, but they're there. We have one USB 3 and two USB 2. That's probably my only criticism, really. I would like to see these all three USB 3, or at least two USB 3 and one USB 2. But that is not a deal breaker for me, and it doesn't make the case any less really for that. It's just one of those things I would have liked to have had. So, it's a solid case, it's a nice looking case, got plenty of features, lots of cooling options. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to complete the build in this case, and then we'll come back to this video and you can see what it looks like with a build in it. So here we are. Here is the completed build, and you can see how easy it is to get a really good cable management job, because you've got this area down here for excess cables and plenty of space at the back. I've not put the side panel on yet. Let's just come around this side. Okay, you can see it's very easy to do. There's plenty of space, and that side panel will go on. And this is a really quiet build. I mean, obviously I'm not pushing the system at the moment. This is just an office system that we've built, but obviously you could use it for a gaming case as well. We like these cases, as I say, because they're quiet, they're cool, lots of space, it's well built, and it's easy to put a system together. So the Thermaltake Versa H17, if you're looking for a MicroATX case, then you can do a lot worse than consider this particular model. Great price, great features, great build. We love it.